Good afternoon. We're out here at 6711 Shasta Way. There's a lot of house here. It's listed at 444,000. It's well over 3,000 square feet. Home has been set up for adult assisted living, even though we are in a residential neighborhood. There's a lot of wallpaper, a lot of stuff like that, but also roof looks pretty crispy and new. It's got solar, which you can see out here. It's got a lot of space. Listing says 7 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. We'll run on through and see what we can see. Always like to spin on my heels to show people the neighborhood, listen for barking dogs and things like that. It looks like it's in a pretty beautiful area with some established trees. We're on a little bit of a hill, so the iciest day of winter, it's a little bit steep, but a lot of residences all the way through here. Oh, and a Cybertruck hiding 20 feet over there. We've got, you can fit side by side, double parking, the driveway here. We've got additional parking with a walkout of the lower basement. We've got a couple bedrooms down below. Skinny enough for 1 car, but you could go about 3 cars deep, as there's even a parking bay in front of that car that we've got right there. It's got a porch that wraps around most of it as they established additional easement for the rest of those bedrooms, and it's a lot of house. We'll run around, see everything that we can see. I've not found out details about solar. Most of the time I see one of 2 situations. Actually, the most common solar that I see is people have got to deal with the power company where they get cheap power every month because they're plugged into the grid. But then if there's a power failure in a neighborhood, they're out of luck, just like everybody else, until things get turned back on. Occasionally I see people that have got a full utility disconnect and a power bank and stuff like that, where it doesn't matter. They can be self-sufficient when power turns off. We also always want to double check if solar has been totally paid off, or if there's any payments that are going to continue after sale. But those details will be able to easy to find out a little bit later. I do always want to let people know it is easiest for me to shoot a video on my widest lens. Sometimes it can make things look a little blown out or distorted. Sometimes it can make bedrooms or smaller bathrooms look a little bit bigger than they are. So that's the qualifier. It sure makes it a lot easier to show all of the rooms, but it's just a little bit of a wider, not quite a fisheye lens, but a little bit wider lens there. And we are occupied, so even though I'll be running through, giving you a little bit of a play-by-play, we do have 2 different owners here that will be featured in this video a couple times. So our main entrance is on this top floor, although at that parking down below, we did see a full walkout in the basement as well. We start with a huge master room here. We'll run to this half first and then see everything else we can explore. Got a good sized dining room and actually a really good sized kitchen for this whole space. The double ovens. Lots of cabinetry. Looks like a little mini pantry. With slide out drawers, that's great. Good looking countertops, cook surface, yeah, all the way through. It's a lot of good space up here. Probably get to the backyard last. Nice little pergola and a good sized backyard. There's the deck off to the left, and then the walkout with a little bit of a left tilt on this hillside, so you can get down to that lower parking. Off the kitchen, feels like a more formal pantry, and surely some storage space up above. A couple cabinets at the moment. They've got refrigerator and freezer both. Some good storage. We've got our breakers. I think this home is from the 60s. I'll have to go double check that. We do have breakers, not fuses. That's always encouraging. And we'll get more details, but it's good to see that it's got a rapid shutdown for all the solar that's up there. I'm going to step in, run through real quick. There's a good sitting room up front with a closet. Because they've got this broken up into 7 bedrooms, sometimes the layout's a little bit less ordinary, but we've got a good bedroom here. Closet. They've made this more of a pass-through hallway instead of a door down to that side. And we've got our bathroom over here.
Man cave right here.
All right, perfect. I'll be coming back that way in just a second. And good size shower with tub attached. Looks like another set of sliders going out to the backyard that way. I'll trade you guys sides and I'll run through everything on this other side. I missed it before. It looks like a linen closet. Yeah, a coat closet next to the front door. There's our stairs going there. We'll circle back. Made it back to our front door. Lots of space up here. Again, I think we're about 3,100 square feet. Looks like it's out of use at the moment, but we do have wood burning stove hidden back there in the rock. Oh, we've got some of these cute bay windows that stick out. Some bench seating and some good sunlight for kids or your plants. Huge living room. Looks a little bit more like formal dining room space. This side we've got double doors to walk out on. This is that covered parking. I think I'm just walking on painted plywood. Looks a little bit tired. Certainly good space. We've got that lower parking. There's a little bit of peeling paint, but that roof looks exceptional. The siding, all things considered, looks pretty solid. So the car that you saw is underneath me, and then it's got that further carport with some really longer extended parking in that direction. I got 2 little shadows. Come on, pup.
What was her response?
Next bedroom. Just a little bit snug, but it's got a good window egress, got a real closet. Plenty of boxes, as they certainly have their work cut out for them for once they're ready to move on out of here. Next bathroom, still a good sized bathroom. Good counter, and we've got a full, all right, tile sides and a full tub shower combo. Good sized bedroom that comes around the corner. One of the bigger ones so far. Double closets there. Double windows looking out to the backyard. Get to it in a moment. And should be our last bedroom upstairs. Still decent sized. Oh, and I see they added a little porch. Listing agent was saying they added egress for this back bedroom. So in theory, you can get out this window and you've got a little back deck right there. And this one of the first ones that's got a full bathroom off of the bedroom with tiled walk-in shower as well. we've still got a whole nother space downstairs, so we'll just keep running. I've had a person door, Shirley, to help out with this assisted living, that nobody trips. Bottom of the stairs, we can go left or we can go right. This side looks like it was a lower level living room. However, they've got it set up as a good sized bedroom with another fireplace. There's like a bedroom and a living room right here. Bigger suite that they've got. Still, I expect with closets. Yeah, actually quite a deep closet tucked in back here. This is our access, or for a while they set up clients were upstairs and with a full walkout and additional parking down here. They had it set up so that you could have some pretty separate living space from upstairs and downstairs. However, I've only seen a main level kitchen so far. So this metal structure, it would be hard to get cars in and out if you're lining 3 up single file, but certainly some really good additional storage space out here. Now we do have plenty rose-colored wallpaper, and carpets have been fair, but there's plenty of traffic on most of these floors for sure. So we came from the stairs. Now we're on linoleum for this half. Should be full, good sized laundry room. With additional deep freeze on the left. Cute old utility sink. They've still carved out more space here with bedroom in front. So another pretty good sized room. I've seen converted spaces before. When you get something that says 7 bedrooms, I've seen some pretty small, barely usable spaces, but this house, it's got a lot of space. They've done a good job with it. To our left, our last bathroom. Good vanity, toilet. Again, another full tiled shower. Nothing wrong with that. In this last room, there's no door. They could certainly make this into another bedroom if needed. There's a good closet with our utility room in that direction. And a long, skinny, big room downstairs. One of the last rooms that we'll find out here. And this place has got AC. Downstairs feels fantastic. It's about 95 degrees outside. Upstairs felt just fine, but there's certainly a temperature drop getting down a little bit lower, and feels really good down here. We've got our HVAC room with a big Lennox unit for, it's got to be heat and AC. Haven't seen the AC yet, but what I can feel, it's a hot day and it's feeling good. Hot water heater tucked back in the corner. Looks like it's all on a cement slab. Then storage space that's certainly all cluttered and full, but it's more really good space. Last we'll run up to the backyard and see what we can find out there as well.
Okay.
Run out to the backyard.
There is a deck there.
I think I've spotted most of your secrets. I'm gonna run to the backyard next. And up the stairs through the kitchen. And actually a lot of space back here. Do have peeling paint on the floorboards. A good sized bug zapper here. So there's a little tiny condenser for the AC. It's a little rusted out and older Lennox. We do have some easy walking on the side yard. Surely if this catches your interest at all, we'll have to get more information. Nonetheless, most solar panels, it's good to see that it looks like an electrician actually wired everything up. That looks pretty legit. There's a little window unit that's installed through the wall. That room felt great, but I wonder with as labyrinthy and as extensive as this house is, if any of the rooms stay warmer or colder and need a little extra push like that. As we are on a sloping hill here, there's a bit of a retaining wall and a fence going up to the neighbor's property. Fairly common out here. Only becomes an issue if you've got stacked rocks or something that's starting to give out or fail. Despite some minor cracks, this is looking pretty solid at the moment. See some wild roses, some intentional roses, and a lot of space. Oh, some squash that's growing out of the neighbor's garden. That looks kind of fun. A little bit of raised beds to the right and the rear. I've not looked for sprinklers yet. This whole place did have grass. It's looking kind of crispy dry at the moment. That roof is looking really solid. It was right in front of where I parked with the solar on the other side of that mountain pitch. We can see zero solar from here. It's just to the other side. It just kind of goes on and on. Some of these properties have got alley access to the rear. Looks like this property does have a neighbor immediately to the rear. So our last two features, we've got a garden shed tucked here in the back. Looks like metal, although it looks like it's fought a lawnmower or sticks or something at some point. We do have this little deck back here. Listing brokers pointing out sounded intentional for access so that you could get out of that bedroom in an emergency. Bring us down to the last corner, which actually looks drivable. So if you need to drive a pickup through to drop off a load of gravel or get a big full-size riding lawnmower or something, looks like these gates swing open, can make that pretty easy. So home looks in really fair shape. Looks like the kitchen was upgraded. Looks like a lot of the bedrooms are a little bit dated, wallpaper and things like that. They do currently have 2 dogs, so I didn't smell dogs very much, but there's just a little bit of a house with dogs. The space is pretty crazy. That many bedrooms, that many bathrooms. Price is pretty reasonable for a lot of things that are in town. It's a curious place. I would want to know a little bit more about that solar system, but on the surface, looks like this place has got a lot going for it. If you've got any questions, certainly let me know. If you want me to send similar homes in the area, I've got access to everything. You can always reach me by voice or text, 541-539-8916. Appreciate it. Hope you have a great day.